Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Last time we were introduced to our characters and to the situation which we are in. Am, a supercomputer, has enslaved the whole Earth, and the entire human species on Earth has been wiped out, except for 5 people, Gorster being one of them. Now, after 109 years of torture. Now you should note that the torture wasn't always in those boxes that you saw at the beginning. There's a lot more to it. Like I said, I recommend looking up the audiobook for it because there's a good version of it that is actually read by the author himself, Harlan Ellison. And I forgot to mention it before, but the voice of Am in this game is voiced by Harlan Ellison as well. Anyway, after 109 years of torture, he now wants to play a game for all of us, or with all of us. In Gorster's game, apparently he will be given the chance to end his life. What that means, I don't know. Let's take another look around here.
Why is this harness wired up to the engine? Is Am expecting me to electrocute myself?
Can we? Now, you don't want to do this.
I don't know what to do with this.
Okay. Looks like we have an engine here.
This engine isn't as ruggedly built as at first look. There's some loose wires hanging out.
Let's see if we can't do something about this engine.
The metal in the fork short-circuited the engine wiring.
There we go. Took care of that. Because whatever this ship is, we want to get off of it, and we can't very well do that if it's going around at whatever speed it's going. Alright, so let us continue taking a look around. Now this part is kind of hard to see. I thought it was just part of the decoration, but you can actually use these stairs right here. If I can get to them.
Big
go
gray
up.
bags of gas. I must be inside an airship.
Aha.
What would happen if this gas bag were to catch fire?
Yeah, that's why this thing was so steady, because we're not on water, we are in the air.
A switch. The label says emergency inflation system.
Well, why don't we create an emergency deflation system?
Gas is rushing out.
There we go. Let's keep doing this.
Something feels different.
Hope we're not getting high on that gas flowing right into our face, but whatever. In fact, that'd probably be better for him considering his situation. Let's see. Now,
I've ripped a new hole. This leads to a girder sticking out of the airship.
aha, let's go through there.
We're approaching some kind of building.
Interesting. Yeah, if you let the air out, then you come out over here. And right
That
there.
heart's all wired up like some kind of weird guidance system.
So Gorster's
With Am in
heart.
control. I'm not gonna like where it's taking me.
Gorster's heart is set on the mooring and is wired to guide them, so Gorster's heart led them to a
There's a
honky
building
tonk.
in the distance.
Okay. What did we do? It seems I have forgotten something. 1 second. Oh wait, no I didn't. Okay. It's like, wait a minute. So, wait, let me try to get my heart
It's too
first.
narrow for me to cross without falling.
Yeah, I can't get over there, but we have a little mooring ring right here. So
These
let's
two
make a
sheets
rope.
Make a halfway decent rope.
Yeah, the thing I forgot is like, wait a minute, I forgot a rope here, but no, I just remembered to use the sheets. Now,
I don't know what to do with this.
oh, I think we need to take rope.
I tied the knot too tight.
Okay.
I don't know what to...
There we go, okay. You just have to take the heart and he automatically does this. There we go. We got our heart back. Look how happy he is.
This no-good heart of mine doesn't beat anymore.
But at least we have it. So we need to take the rope back, actually. So let's grab it. Alright. There we go.
We've landed. But where?
Yeah, it says
Some
Gorsters.
roadside honky-tonk with my name on it. A big worn truck tire. Reminds me of the truck stops I used to visit. The windows are all boarded up. I guess the owner just doesn't give a damn about fixing things up. I can sympathize with that. Things just get broken again anyway. Why bother?
Symbolism. Alright. Let's go on
Dark
inside.
and grubby, but somehow familiar.
Well, let's take a look around.
An old-fashioned jukebox.
Jukebox, maybe that'll cheer us up.
He took my baby away, then just about killed her, that stupid truck driver! He took my baby away!
That shrill voice can only belong to that bitch Edna, my mother-in-law. She's always blamed me for Glynis being put into an insane asylum. Why not? It was my fault, wasn't it?
That seems to be your little demon, isn't it?
You don't ever take me dancing.
That's what Glynis said the night we fought. Oh God, why'd I have to hit her? I'd rather kill myself than hurt my poor Glynis.
Okay, don't select the next thing on the jukebox. I'll save and show you what it is, but you'll see why you shouldn't select it. So if you select the third one...
You're a worthless excuse for a man. Mama was right. You're not good enough for me.
Yeah, and that's Gorster's face if you lower his spirit gauge. That's what happens. So that's why you don't want to use that one, and if you select the last one... It's that, for some reason. Anyway, let me restore to before I traumatized poor Gorster. Alright, things are back to normal here. Looks like we have a full bar here. Well, actually, looks like everything's pretty much broken, except...
Whiskey. Harry used to guzzle this stuff like it was tap water.
I think it's Harry. Looks like we have a little pin-up calendar here, but I can't look at that. Alright, let's... there are a couple doors here. The restroom and the back door. Let's use the back door.
Well, Gorrister, you've seen better days. So has the big machine, for that matter.
And an animal is talking to us, so we have our first person, or thing we can talk to, I guess.
What are you?
I'm man's best friend. One of them, at least.
I actually know... I actually have an idea of what this jackal means now that I've completed the game. Like I said, you have to complete the game to also, like, to kind of just... Can't use words today. You have to complete the game to kind of understand things that have happened throughout the game.
No. What are you, really?
Let me answer with a riddle. Today I saw a Chinaman. Now what do you suppose that means?
I know what that means.
You're Am, playing with my mind again.
No, but I do have an in with the big machine. He and I are like brothers.
Why can't you give me a straight answer?
Like so many others down here, I'm cursed to speak in riddles. We all have our curses to bear. Eh, Gorrister?
Yeah? What's my curse?
After 109 years in the belly of the beast, I'd think you'd have a gut instinct by now.
Oh, I said 106. I guess it was 109 years. Sorry.
Look, I'm getting tired of your smart mouth.
Come, come, Gorrister. Forgive and forget.
Where do you come from?
Here, there, everywhere.
So you must know what lies across the mountains.
Freedom for some. If they're cut out for it, it's a long journey across the desert.
So you have the mountains over here. So yeah, I'll tell you right now, although Am is playing games and a lot of these scenes more or less are of his creation, when you're playing these, you are physically in an area, so what Gorster is seeing is more or less real, physically tangible. So it's not some sort of weird hypnotism or illusion or anything like that.
That desert doesn't look any worse than the other hellholes Am's cooked up for us.
Heed my words, Gorrister. You'd never make it alone out there. And don't expect me to be a good doggy and tag along.
What do you want?
I have a craving. A craving for something scrumptious. A human heart, perhaps. Yours.
I am not gonna give you my heart.
No? Too bad. I was going to tell you how to get across the mountains in exchange.
Tell me how to get across the mountains.
I'm hungry. Perhaps a taste of your heart will put me in a more cooperative mood.
Yeah, you gotta give him your heart. Oy.
I think I'll save this delicacy for later. You want to get across the mountains? Go to the restroom and flush 3 times.
Okay.
I've got nothing more to say to you.
Right, look at
What
ground.
are you thinking, Gorrister? You can't tumble out of this place. Heed my words, Gorrister. You'd never make it alone out there. And don't expect me to be a good doggy and tag along. There's more interesting rubbish to sift through, Gorrister. Does that give you some food for thought?
Alright. Anyway, we look happy, I guess, so I guess we did the right thing.
That's Edna's husband, Harry.
Now this is something else interesting. In the playthrough of these characters, you'll find other people. And once again, I'll tell you right now, these are people. They are tangible. You can talk to them. You can touch them. They are not just figments of your imagination. What that means when apparently there are only 5 people left alive on Earth, we'll find out more about that later, like always.
Harry looks like he's on another one of his drinking binges.
So I guess this is Gorster's father-in-law.
Harry, how did you get here?
You know, it's a big place, the desert. Got lost in it myself.
Whose heart was impaled on the Zeppelin spike?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm on the horizon.
He's not giving me much information.
What's this about a thunderstorm?
You know, it's a big place, the desert.
Alright. So he's just going to keep repeating himself. So what you want to do, you want to pour him a
Let me
drink
pour you a drink.
of that whiskey you have.
Harry, how did you get here?
The Zeppelin, Gorrister. We came on the Zeppelin.
What do you know about the Zeppelin?
You'll have to talk to Edna. She knows all about the Zeppelin. That's why we did it, you know.
What happened in the dining room?
I shouldn't have let her force me into it. I'm not a murderer.
Yeah, remember the dining room with the tablecloth that's all bloody and the debris on the ground?
Who did you kill?
Looks like there's a thunderstorm.
When he starts repeating that, you want to
Let
pour
me
him another
pour you
drink.
a drink. Who did you kill?
Didn't look at the wreckage in the dining room too closely, did you? Or haven't you had to take a leak yet?
Okay, I guess that's a hint that we need to go into the restroom for some reason.
And just where is my dear mother-in-law?
I don't know. Good God, I can't stand the sight of her anymore. Can you imagine being kept alive for 109 years just to hear her carping?
Whose heart was impaled on the Zeppelin spike?
Why, yours, of course. How'd you think we got here?
What's this about a thunderstorm?
You know,
Oh yeah, let's pour him another drink.
Let me pour you a drink. What do you know about the desert?
looks like there's a thunderstorm.
What's this about a thunderstorm?
You know, it's a big...
Okay, then he's just gonna repeat all those. So
Talk
that's
to you later.
That's all done. He's all talked out. So I guess we try the restroom now.
Cracked linoleum, broken fixtures. Disgusting.
I was saying, haven't you had to take a leak yet? Because in the urinal, let's take a look at that.
There's something shiny inside the urinal.
It is... If we can...
A magnifying glass. Like the ones they use in detective stories.
So apparently this is the key to finding out what happened in that dining room where everything was destroyed, where that struggle happened. But there's something else we can do in here, but because remember the Jackal was talking about flush the toilet 3 times. I don't want to do that quite yet. So let's go back to the Zeppelin and do some investigating. So I believe it was in here. Or not. Locked. There we go.
Here's some hair that was pulled out during the fight. It's the same color as mine. And here's some that matches Harry's. Now I understand what happened here.
Really? Let's go ask Harry about it then. Yeah, it's a lot simpler to just do that right now.
I was the one you killed, wasn't I, you bastard?
I'm sorry, Gorrister. Edna poisoned the punch, and after you drank it, I wrestled you to the ground. When the poison took effect, I cut you open.
Why did you kill me?
It's too complicated for me to explain. You'll have to ask Edna.
Talk to you later.
So I have to go find Edna. So now let's use this toilet. So that's 1. 2. 3.
A meat locker? How'd I get bodies on meat hooks? Am, you bastard! What have you done?
What is going on here? I just want to save here because some different things can happen. So let's take a look.
Glynis, what has Am done to you, honey?
That is our wife, apparently. That is Gorrister's wife.
She can't talk. All she can do is drool out of the side of her mouth. My God, what have I done?
How about Edna?
It looks like I can't escape you, Edna. Even in the belly of Am.
Why would you want to escape from me, Gorrister? We're family after all.
You were always telling Glynis how much you hated me.
Now, Gorrister, I was just concerned about my baby. Glynis was so lonely with you always being out on the road. I know you were doing the best you could.
Edna, you bitch. I know all about your plot to murder me.
I had to make a deal with Am. I had to. I've always been harsh on you, I admit. But we're the last people on Earth. Let's help each other now.
Why should I trust my own murderer?
Alliances change, Gorrister. Something's gone wrong. Am's 2 Conrads don't listen to me anymore. I need you. And you need me. It's that simple.
Am's 2 comrades.
I ought to kill you right now, you bitch.
Don't be a fool, Gorrister! You need me alive if you want to make it out of here!
So we have options. Like I said, there's some things you could do. Cut out Edna's heart.
One heart looks like another.
But we don't want to do that. So what happens if we shoot Edna?
Did you really think I'd let you die now when I've intervened every time you attempted suicide in the last 109 years? No, Gorrister, I'm sending you back to the fire, so that you may languish in your guilt over and over again. This is a hell with no end, Gorrister. Who among you shall go next?
So that's what I was talking about when I said there's sort of a way you could lose. Gorrister is still here, that means you can choose him again, but that's not something you want to happen. And you saw that that gun packs quite a punch. In fact, it blew up the whole honky-tonk. So that's why Gorrister was saying it's heavier than it looks, because it packs more than bullets. Anyway, we don't want to do that. Now remember that that milky fluid gave Gorrister energy when we used it on him. What happens if we use it?
Bitter stuff.
Oh.
But I feel stronger.
Yeah, I didn't want to use it on myself. That's okay, because I'm going to be restoring anyway.
I'm not giving this away. If I'm gonna die, I'm taking everything with me.
Oh, never mind. You can't use it on her. So, we have our wife and our mother-in-law hanging here on meat hooks. What can we do about this situation? Well, I guess we're just gonna have to find out next time on Let's Play I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.